Hello everyone, how you doing? My name is Diane and this is Madame Butterfly Tarot, and this is going to be a little daily pick a card reading for the 20th of August, but obviously it's timeless, you know, so whenever you happen to find this, it'll still be relevant for you, of course. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So this is black tourmaline. On there, this is amethyst, and this one here is the moonstone. So I'm just going to give you a second to choose your pile. And you know, if you want longer than that, like obviously you can pause it, right? So I'm just going to move that out of the way. That's pile number 2. And we'll start with pile number 1, black tourmaline. So you guys have the sacral chakra. You have the star. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, I like this pile number 1. And you have number 5, stars. You can manifest your every wish. So you have 2 stars in this, because obviously you have the star card and then you have the actual, like, the number 5 card, stars. You can manifest your every wish. So there, it looks like there's something coming towards you, some kind of offer that you've been waiting for. All right, because the Knight of Pentacles is hella slow. It could be a person, it could be a job, it could be anything, you know, it's a general reading. You have some kind of wish fulfillment coming towards you. The thing is, they're saying the more that you can, you have to get yourself into manifestation mode. So this might, you know, you might be totally in a good manifestation mode, and this is just a little confirmation that you're going to get what you want here. It's just taking a little bit of time. Could be Virgo or Capricorn or a Taurus coming towards you, of course, but this card here, this card about manifestation, it talks about like you can have whatever you want, but you have to keep your vibration high and manifest it. You know what I mean? You have to stop those negative thoughts from coming in, which is what the sacral chakra is all about. You know, because if the sacral chakra is a little blocked, it tends to be difficult for you to kind of find joy in the moment, and you might find that you're very worried about things, because if your sacral chakra is blocked, it might mean you like, yeah, you tend to worry about stuff, and you know, you're just kind of not really finding joy in the moment. So there's a combination here of like, this offer, whatever it is, seems to just be waiting to come in. But make sure you're maintaining this kind of high vibrational status, because you see here as well, see how she's kind of letting go, right? Just get it to focus. Here we go. See how it's like she's letting go, right? She's kind of going with the flow and she's letting it go. And that's like the sacral chakra energy as well. Because that's really the way to manifest, is if you can kind of let go of the outcome a bit and just sort of find joy in the moment, like in the day-to-day things that you're doing. And if you find that hard to do, you know, try putting a sacral chakra frequency on in the background. If you want to know more about the chakras, check out my other channel. The link will be in the description box, and there's like links to different chakra frequencies and stuff there, okay? But they're saying this is currently, whatever this offer is in the process of being manifested. It's some kind of wish fulfillment. Just make sure you're keeping your vibration high, okay? So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to move to pile number 2 now, which was the amethyst. Okay, pile number 2, you have the Hierophant, Teach, number 5. You have the, oh, this is a nice pile as well. You have the Ace of Swords. Is that focused? It doesn't like focusing on these cards because there's so many details in them. So you have the Ace of Swords. Oh, you got an extra card here as well. You got an extra tarot card. You have the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Swords. And you have number 17, be honest with yourself. There's something in this pile about speaking. I don't know if some of you are about to become teachers, or you're waiting on news about teaching, or you've started some kind of business where you would be sharing knowledge, because obviously you have the Hierophant here, but specifically in this deck it talks about teaching, right? The Queen of Swords is a teacher, and you see how here she's got her mouth covered, right? So I feel like maybe for some of you, for some of you, you might be waiting to hear some information about a teaching job, or some kind of breakthrough in a teaching business that you're doing for some of you, or relaying information, or some kind of communication business. Possibly also it could be a job about like a manager, like something where you would be like, people would be listening to you, something like that. Some kind of, you're going to get some kind of information or some kind of news, or there's going to be some kind of breakthrough for some of you to do with like teaching and communication. Because this could also be like, you might have like, for example, a YouTube channel or something like that, because the Queen of Swords talks about communication. There's a lot in this reading about communication. And it's some kind of wish fulfillment here with the Nine of Cups. Excuse me, it could be communication from a Taurus, it could be communication from a Cancer, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well. Like someone, this could be you, maybe somebody's throat chakra is opening up a bit here that you've been waiting to hear from. I feel like for some of you though, this is really about you, and like you're opening your throat chakra and beginning to communicate, and it's bringing in some kind of wish fulfillment here. If you're still waiting on this information, they're saying with the Nine of Cups, like try to get into that space of kind of being grateful with where you are and what you do have, because that's going to bring it in quicker, right? That's what the Nine of Cups is all about. It's like, okay, so I'm not at the 10 of Cups, but you know what? I'm just fine. I have 9 cups. I'm sitting on a beach. The sun is out. You know, I'm good. I'm good. Is there anything else? I really feel like that's what it's about for a lot of you. So yeah, I hope that was helpful, pile number 2. Nice reading. Looks like you have definitely some kind of good news coming in. Yep. And pile number 3, the Moonstone. You guys have... Oh, these are nice piles. I like these piles. You have the Nine of Pentacles. If I can get it to focus. Well-deserved reward. You have the Hanged Man. So, kind of looks like some of you have been waiting for something. You have the Empress. And you have number 7, the Sword. Make the change. For some of you, this could literally be about if you've been wondering about getting a haircut. It could be as basic as that for maybe someone watching. So it kind of seems to me, because the 7s in tarot, you have a 7 here. The 7s in tarot can often talk about like being in between, being in between 2 cycles. Like one cycle has closed down, but the new cycle has not yet begun. And with the Hanged Man here, I kind of feel like that's maybe for some of you, it feels like you've been waiting for something. But things are about to grow. You've achieved something here with this Nine of Pentacles card. Like for some of you, because you see how he's like standing on top of, he's obviously built something, right? You might be getting some recognition here that you've been waiting for. Or maybe for some of you, like you've been building a business and it's been taking a long time. I feel like it's about to shift because you have the Empress here and the Nine of Pentacles, which both of them talk about abundance. You have some kind of abundance, some kind of growth coming in. Whatever that is in your life, because you may have just been feeling kind of stuck. But it was almost like you were in a resting period, pile number 3, because that's often what the 7 of Pentacles talks about. Because in the tarot you have like obviously from 1 to 10, so you have 1 to 6 is kind of a long journey, and then it's like Spirit kind of gives you a bit of a rest, or maybe they've given you some kind of choice, because that sometimes it can talk about that as well. I don't see any other choice cards here. I feel like it's maybe been more of a rest. You know, they've kind of given you, it's almost like you're in a period now where you're like, okay, which way do I go now? Or you've been waiting for something to grow, right? I feel like something is about to grow. For some of you, you might have been waiting to get pregnant. I see that here. Some kind of change coming in. For others of you, you might be making a significant change, but I feel like it's going to come naturally. You know, I feel like it might not be one big decision. I feel like things are just about to start changing for you though, pile number 3, because you've reached some kind of pinnacle, like you've reached some kind of goal. You know what I mean? So yeah, is there anything else for pile number 3? There could also be something about like a new perspective here, you know, with the Hanged Man. Feeling a lot more confident within yourself, because the 9 of Pentacles talks about self-worth. You know, it talks about finally seeing your own self-worth, you know, and the Empress is all about that. You know, she doesn't chase, right? The Empress doesn't chase things. Because this is partly about, you know, for those of you who resonate with the Divine Feminine, the Divine Feminine is kind of about getting into that energy of not chasing, right? Like say for example, it's love, right? And you're kind of always the one doing the chasing. The Divine Feminine doesn't chase. The Empress doesn't chase stuff. You know, she puts out what she wants into the universe, and then she just sits back and lets it happen, right? Empresses don't chase, you know, they just attract stuff. So I feel like maybe you've been feeling kind of stuck, but that's about to change, because some of you have stepped into this kind of Divine Feminine, or just, you know, Empress energy, like feeling a lot more confident, kind of going with the flow, and things are just going to naturally start flowing to you now, and that's what the change is. Some of you may also be kind of improving your appearance or something, like, you know, getting a haircut, getting new clothes, just kind of feeling a lot more confident and holding out for what you're worth. And that could be to do with like men, women, a job, friends, whatever. Either way, it's a positive shift. It's like you're about to come unstuck. Do you know what I mean? Things are about to start moving because you've reached some kind of goal or some kind of pinnacle or some kind of specific mindset that Spirit was trying to get you to go towards. So yeah, I hope that was, I can't talk today. I hope that was helpful, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching, and many blessings as always. Love and light.